All right, this is fascinating data, Noah. Some things actually surprised me in here. 70% of the American people, let's start with that, oppose a single-payer system that abolishes private health insurance. How would Democrats try to sell that to the American people if the vast majority oppose it?
That's a great question. And what Heritage Action polling found is that the vast majority of American people oppose single-payer healthcare. Like you said, 7 out of 10 Americans in congressional battleground districts oppose government-run healthcare. What this program would do is abolish private insurance and prevent you from seeing your doctor. And this is just one part of our polling. What we found is that Democrats don't support what Americans support. They support radical socialist policies that would abolish private insurance. And that's
Right.
simply not what Americans want.
No, I mean the data doesn't lie. You got to listen to what the data says. So there's many different topics that you cover here. You cover healthcare, you cover socialism, you cover abortion, you cover immigration. What's the most surprising piece of data that you found regarding immigration?
Well, it's the number one issue that people care about by far. And our polling found that across the country among Democrats, Republicans, swing voters, etc. People care about this. And Democrats got up on stage over the summer and they said that they would support free health care for illegal immigrants. But our polling shows that Americans' top concern with immigration is abuse of social services. So they are not supporting what their base wants, and they're not supporting pro-America policies.
Right. And I thought it was very interesting that 51%, so a majority, say that priority should be given to immigrants based on their skill level. It's interesting because when it comes to the border wall, overall, 48% of people say they support the border wall, 49% disagree, but a huge majority of Republicans want the wall to be built.
That's right. People across the country understand that border security is essential. It's important to fund our law enforcement. And without border security, you can't determine who's getting into this country. And Americans want people to come into this country based on skills, not whether or not they broke the law, and not whether or not they happen to have family here. Look, there are millions of people across the country who would love to get into this country. And so we should bring in the ones who have the most to contribute and who are excited to be in America, not the ones who happen to be breaking our laws.
Right. And it looks like a majority of the American people believe that, not the Democratic candidates, but the majority of the American voters do.